From WPTV, this is Today on 5 at 11.
Hurricane season is less than a month away. Easy things you could do right now to get prepared. The forecast for hurricane season, it is going to be very busy, above average. So time now to get ready and plan. Jim Cobb, a disaster preparedness expert, he is here with ways to save you. This is important, time and money. So I know we've been talking about we're about a month out, a little less really than a month out from the start of hurricane season. This is the time to start getting the disaster's supplies in place. Is it really that early? I mean, is it too early?
No, it's never too early.
Okay.
First, you might not have done it before, so you might be starting from scratch.
Sure.
Otherwise, you may have done it in the past, but maybe it's time to refresh your supplies.
Yeah, kind of building that arsenal, if you will. In terms of how many kits you should have, do you think about it per family or per person?
Yes. I think of it as you want to have supplies for the whole family, but you can break it down into individual kits for each family member.
Got it. So food, make sure you have enough for each person per the entire family. You brought in some supplies today, obviously the heavy-duty backpacks, but give us a glimpse of some of the other things that are really necessary to stuff in there.
Well, one of the things that I think of when we talk about emergency preparedness, one of the first steps you want to take is water. You want to have drinking water. Everything else becomes so much easier when you have emergency water. So for a kit like this, for example, we have these water pouches.
Sure, we see those, yeah.
Okay. And then we also, in addition to having stored water, you want to have a means of filtering and purifying water that you source from outside the home.
Okay.
In case it's contaminated or whatever. So like for these kits from Sustain, we use the Sawyer product. Sawyer is one of the best names out there in terms of water filtration. From water, next step is food. Most of us have canned food, pasta, stuff like that.
And you want to think in terms of what, 3 days, if not longer?
Minimum is 72 hours.
Okay, 72 hours.
So for food, we do things like the Mountain House here. The freeze-dried food, you just add hot water, let it rehydrate, and it's good to go.
If you have food still in your kit from last year, probably a good time. And this is not necessarily the case, but check the expiration date.
Absolutely.
Can opener if you're keeping things like that. I don't want to run out of time. Flashlights are always a must.
Illumination is very important. I mean, you want to be able to protect yourself, see what's going on around you, and that big menace of the coffee table in the middle of the living room when it's pitch black, that could come out and bite you.
Got it. You and I were talking evacuation plan that has to go beyond, we're just going to go to grandma's house. You have to truly have a plan in place.
You do. What I would suggest is you have a minimum of 3 different places to go in different directions, because we don't know what might cause us to evacuate. We don't know what might lay between us and our primary evacuation point.
Okay.
So you want to have options.
There you go. Options are always great. You have 9 books out, working on the 10th. So if anyone is a pro on this, we know you are. Jim, thanks so much for coming in.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it. Time to start getting ready now. Glenn Glazer in the weather.